I was at Kruah in years where I Kruah. So one thing that I just from recently, where his brother usually visit, and the food was all there, he was literally embarrassed. And he said, I'm really embarrassed me. We were at work, and someone came to me and said, the guy is a really having this kind of cycle. And he was there, he nearly cried. So the thing is, the game was a society that is really morally, you don't need a moral people. But the moral people will stand up to say that this is very bad, this is wrong, and that they should design an institution. It sends a different message. It is just in school, administrators, even though that they were saying an policy that speak with a student, the teacher-student relationship has strong, but yet right on their own watch, those things happen and they play one happy. So the fear is if I dismiss the instructor, what will happen? Those are things that we look at. So if we will stand up to say we want to take care of that, this is right. No matter what the person is right, I think this is essentially about action. Some of these things will be minimized. Now to the new issue for which I was we are the biggest student government in the state, and the youth representative is from the state, security signals from the state, good afternoon, Congress students. So by extension, the state has already aligned with before I came here. I'm a student at the level school, and for this reason, I had to resign my job because I feel like I'm in life to see from this school. It's a very good work and fun life. And interestingly, since we entered this year, it's been over 5 months. Mr. Kruah has a national campaign. And they send a team and medical campus for verification. So we have to get our place.
Very powerful grouping. Yeah, and we urge you to take advantage of the proximity. Yeah, to address what is concerned. So the next individual there, a lot of males have been coming here, and there has been a lady who has been wondering, is this all? I thought these guys would do more. And we are going to give her the chance to demonstrate that whatever man can do, a woman can do better. Not just better, but substantially better. So this lady is an educator who is in much demand. It's not offering a school administrator in the transfer market from one school to the other. But I'm told that she was in the transfer market for school administrator and she left one school at the beginning of the current school year to another school in a different county. Can you imagine how valuable she is? So I have no hesitation to invite Mr. Spoonian to the podium, the highest transfer school administrator in the country this year.
Don't be surprised. Well, this is Spoonian. I just want to take this time to say congratulations to Mr. Kruah for taking this whole step for writing something that other students will read. I once worked for the LGBT crimes unit as regional staff under Ministry of Justice. I was one of the first staff that went at the Banga Regional Hub. It was established in 2012. And when you talk about rape, I know what you're talking about. I feel it. Because I dealt with cases in Bong Lofa and Yuma. And the worst part of it was having 1-year-old baby girl in my hand, rushing with her at the hospital, and only for the hospital to tell me that you have to have a transfer to Morovia.
For the one-stop center.
Yes. And another one happened to a 3-year-old little girl who told me, Mama, he fooled me with empty biscuit paper. And that child came back to life with the help of God because she said she saw Jesus. Because she was raped, she was tied up, she was jumped into the swamp. She slept. She slept. And I had to leave from Banga to go on that case in Lofa. But before I could get there, her body was found, her life body was found here. And then I had to rush her back to people. And then the same thing, arranging for Mail at the time to help me transport her to Morovia. This team of medical doctors came from the state, and then they said I should go on to PB, and they were going to come and see what they could do. And they went in the operation room for more than 6 hours. And the mother was just beating and slapping me, telling me that my granddaughter is dead, you don't want to say it. And I had to be quiet because she was going through pains. So, such book would mean well for our children to read in the various schools around Liberia. So, for and on behalf of my family, I will be buying 2 books, but I'm also going to introduce it to the school that I'm in personally when my holiday return. So thank you very much.
She told me few certain eye signals and hand signals that it's just initial, you know. Yeah, she doesn't want anybody else to be intimidated or offended. Particularly that mentioned some people are neighbors to the president, you know, people are being intimidated. The next person I'm about to call is a very robustly known luminary figure. He's the only person I know that managed to coach 2 teams in one person between all 2 of them into the final. Yeah. And there's a guy who many times you see people talking about the fact that they were coaching. Here's somebody who can point to deputy managing director and say that he coached them, you know. In fact, the UK3 economists I'm talking about, that's his coach. In addition to a profile that I gave previously. So let me invite on stage one of the persons I'm always excited to talk about when it comes to quizzing in Liberia, or noted luminary, sagacious figure, intellectual firebrand, mental reservoir, the great man, Eddie Ma. And that, you know, that is our landlord for here because he's the UFS 35 for me, I escape now. But it's not 35, just don't need to even tell you now. You be shocked.
Good afternoon. Okay, so I would like to say a very big thank you to all of us, and particularly our MC, who have been a mentor to some of us. So, at this junction, I would like to say congratulations, Otis Kruah, on your success. And let me use this opportunity to say one or two things. You know, it has been more than 5-6 years since we take charge, since John Shria went in the Jefferson coaching. And right after his appointment, he thought it was to quote unquote open the youth affairs office where he's going to work with young people. As a matter of fact, he managed to give opportunity to young people in senior management positions. And I'm fortunate to be one of those in senior management positions. And education, one of the speakers spoke having program. He said something. The last time we had a program here, it was all about music and academia. And the academia was attended to some extent, but the music aspect had a lot of students coming in. So it's our responsibility to give attention to education. Because if a man is launching a book, he took time to prepare such material. We will give attention to these kind of activities. And that's the best way. Like he said something, we are giving our time to education. That's the best thing I know. We will always be around education in our country. The only thing I know is to be around academic activities. And when Otis Kruah first came to me, he said that we need to use the city hall, but there are things we are lacking. So how we can get it? So they brought a brochure, I gave the brochure to him, and he saw a brochure of 1,500 united and I used the hall where everything is. And I told him, I said, no, comment, we are going to do our best to give you the hall. Today we are going to give the hall without a down being paid.
Wow.
Yeah, I was very clear with him. You can't look at this very asking. So we had to lobby with some guys in senior management position. We have to give them opportunity to provide services, and that is one of our responsibilities to help young people in this country. So in so doing, as the head of the youth affair, as the head of the youth affair of the state government, so in my capacity, I will purchase 8 books. Mr. Pratt, so I ended up with one just telling you what you get. And to short it, he's one of the Memorial House scholars.
Okay.
Yeah, and one of our scholars recently left to the United States of America. So there are a lot of opportunities we are giving young people through our office. Some are in Lofty Southwest today. All right. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you all so much.
I told you how robust it is. We demonstrated it recently. There's a person who I'm about to call, and unfortunately, the national government don't know everybody, you know. For this fellow, I'm told that it's very important. He's opposed worthwhile venture. He's not a responsible person in society. He's somebody who is generous. I don't know him, but the reports I've gotten is people refer to him as talking to his community. Yeah, I don't know what talking to means, but it's a new lady in his community. And before going on, there was somebody who was calling Big Two Misfits. Yeah, I know it's a mistake, but I have a vetting committee now, and we are looking for potential partners for 4 persons. It's Big Doom, it's Samuel Dupe, it's Avo Mo. Where's the other person? So there's one other person. So please, if you intend to apply to any of them, we are receiving the application, eh? So the guy was calling her mistress. She's not mistress yet. But it's left with you guys who are present. Okay, so let me invite this on stage Mr. Morgan Kroma.
Good afternoon. You know, sometimes when people institute certain control, they limit other people's actions. You know, they go lunch, they write out to you that I came from Africa just to attend the lunch, but then the MC also told you that you're not CFA. So we directly related my purchasing power. Why you cannot stop me from purchasing? Yeah, but frankly speaking, today, since I came back, this is one of the galleries I really appreciate. Since I came back, I've seen it, I was so toxic. Everything around me is about politics. You take the newspaper politics, you listen to the radio politics, and I'm like, everybody just projecting negative ideas. You don't see yourself thinking. But today, listening to educated people, the panelists that discuss gender violence, everything that's centered around 4Ps. They spoke on prevention, protection, prosecution, and partnership. And then if you look at around the discussion, all of the 4Ps, you got 3 of the Ps that is being addressed by the educational sector. With a vibrant educational sector, you can be able to provide prevention services, protection, and the partnership that the schools are partners, to the society. And one of the audience, I think, or the representative on number 6, posed a question as to, with all of the measures that government have been put into place, the laws, the support, why we still having increase in gender violence. And for me, my answer to that question is because people are not being engaged. People are not engaged at every level of our society. If you go to our schools, the kids are no longer reading. Today, people saying the attendance is low. Otis is a teacher. I expected his students to fill the room before I even arrived here. Right? And it's supported that we're in seeing students. So people are not engaged in the schools, in the job, even people are not you now have time for violence. We attended some of the high schools that were mostly talking about in terms of violence, right? People will tell you, if you go to that school, your child will score. We attended that school and we keep more bright because we were engaged. We were reading, we were studying. So most of the negativity, we're not even seeing them. So I think one of the aspects that we need to focus on is how do we encourage more people to get engaged, more people to read. Yeah. Buying a book today, I buy a book, but people are reading books to read. So I'd like to encourage all of us to talk to somebody to read at least a page or 2 of Otis' book. I just bought from Adventine. I think we need to also encourage people to buy the books. So having said that, Otis, I don't want to owe you. You say I can buy it back. So maybe say I put like in my pocket. And then so this is $40. I don't know how much you do. All right, thank you.
Okay. So at this point in time, there are so many questions here that you will allow me to introduce every one of them when you're ready for your 8:30. Because when you're 8:30, my interview will not finish. Yeah, that's just happening. In fact, we never come and we can't have all the after the people that go to the system of the sleep. So we could do a great, I'm sure that there's a performer here, we never attend the day. So the question is there again, you're going to interview what people took there to do the purchasing and do the individual purchasing. Or if you feel particularly moved to give your own words of encouragement, just want to go inspire us as we do it. But I don't want to be holding up the company out there. So if the principal out there is not intended after the student come back, again, okay. So that is that.
Yeah, that is it.
Okay, nobody. So, yeah. For us can start cooking there, and then put us website so you can see why you. Yeah, and Chandra is giving economic advice. Yeah. All right.
No, nothing else. So, hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm eco-friendly. My name is Grandma. You come here for grandma all day. I said that. I'm a musician by career, by profession, I'm a graphic designer. I read graphic design and visit from the Lord. So we got one mentality that people see what you got and that because we listen to like bruh, the entertainment and that when you find out the education background, you know, we began like celebrating, drag out, or we basically making impact just off of that. But that talent has changed. We are more impactful. Last Friday, Otis Kruah, I hosted a program called the Music Plus School Experience that I blend academic and entertainment together. And this year edition topic was sexual gender-based violence. So we gave topic to this position to come up with to the lyrics and the church and based on that. By the help of my ever project manager, director Eddie Mark, listens to be the director of youth program. So, what is was known about came up with champion. That was the second edition. So, I don't know. I just made a society that female men discriminated out of frustration, perish. But that's how we call gravity. So when we have the music plus school experience, you know the economy is not that fine. Yeah. You know, nowadays, now we're looking for us. When the election is approaching, come to do something. So that when we get paid, but for now, rather I save my money, so we get much pay on promos and this all the government things are not coming in. So on behalf of the team, music plus school experience, and me personally, I would say one telling me.
So people are free to begin moving there. So the food got all the way to the back there. I'm not about you here for right to get both. What I did there? Okay, I think they line here, everybody. Oh, there's a nice day in a speak test lab. You know to speak, right? Eh? Oh, you want to tell the people there? Oh, yeah, I keep focus ready. My sister is ready. People be about you. It's not like that. You are there. It's not one. You're the I was like, good man, because they want one and a half. Yes. They're trying to start with me, going to be good to that, so you know from it. So you're going to have both? How many yellow? So, yeah. But all I do is that people. Yeah. Man, I hope I'm going to be one person.
Special thanks to the panelists. I'm so excited and overwhelmed with especially to see a friend and brother trying to interpret basic reality and passing out in society, putting it in pen to paper is exciting for us as a young generation of this century. So, Otis, Otis, I want to say thank you so much, my brother, for that. And you know, I'm part of ICP and ICP that are already spoken, and also a full-fledged member of DUSA. And I reside, I'm a permanent resident of District 6, and all of you
HPCs have already spoken, speak for them that HPCs take place at their own, and we are entitled to it. So in so doing, for and on behalf of whether we're very soon. Very soon, somewhere around November. My two sons, and we purchased 3 books.
So you also any social we must speaking and remember this was another great news or another great bill. Yes, the guy. And people are like hearing. You want to say something? I mean, I'm not quite hearing it from the things that. Okay, so now we can do yeah. Oh, what's other? Me having the one both on the tell me something.
Good evening, everybody. So, firstly, I'm here as an author and also an owner of JC Gurus. We have 2 authors now. So, yeah. So, congratulations to Otis Kruah, the 8th owner of the world. I'm happy to see people also from New Destiny, Christian, Ephraim, Emmanuel, so many people here. So, as a privileged author, we have a little area that we meet as authors. So, any other thing, we will get there and you know what we can do. So, thank you.
So you want to say something about what? Nana? You want to say on the left, on the other, on the down, go on.
Good afternoon. Before I talk about publishing a book, because that book is my book. A few years back, I lectured me, he told me I want to read language arts. Because all the years we've been together for 3 months. How would a guy who would teach the direction? But I sent in a workshop, we read and read. And for that workshop, I noticed that the reason why most students are not doing well in math is because they can't read. And if you put a math, if they give you a problem to solve, if you cannot comprehend, you never solve that problem. So, I said to me, we got a group that we normally support each other. And I also a student from the school that he also graduated from, also played together. And one of my greatest regrets was never played for long. Yeah, because at first when we started, you see, when you want to learn something, you said it, you're like, and you're not really there. I want to play the radio. But anyway, I normally support people, and we support people when each of us having a gallery. We come there to support. When I started a program a few years back, it's a champion literacy competition for kids, and he's supporting a lot. He may not be the finance, but morally, he can support someone. So in our life, he worries about it. In our life, while still here, previously, we have 2 books, and in subsequent time, I will talk to people that I know about the book, and like some people say, if we would just be writing, nobody would read it, then we do it, we would write. So we have to encourage the students that are coming out so they can read. So when people are teaching you, you know what is playing with you. When you feel ready, read things that people wrote. When you hear them reading, you feel discouraged. But we encourage them so they can be able to read. Then our book will get value in life. Thank you very much.
Okay, when that people check, you know, everybody been talking. I want to know why it is to have check. Yeah, okay, so you got to come. The big come for a chair by the working for. And then we have this before you have to pay a chair back.
We are from Kelvin Morris.
All right.
I'm excited to be here today. With this, I want to say congratulations to you. We are very proud of you for your work you continue to do for our country, not just the young people. Like we always say, young people have a great responsibility in the development of this country. Some of the issues like federal as young people as a country, I see some of the things that what they have been involved into for the past year. I started this since 2015. This is the only way that we can develop our country, we can move forward as a nation. I want to thank you to the economists. All of the issues that we discussed, I think is quite important. But I think we have to place emphasis on the issue of how to do awareness, get it down to communities, our pure workplaces, to educate our people about the issue of gender-based violence, how we can prevent it, and then we have to educate our children at home as well. I think it's very much a very serious issue in our country with all of the laws that are being enacted, but yet stay alarming in our society. So there's a need for us to place more emphasis on it, that people know that it is not a good thing to be involved as a man or whatsoever to be involved in it. I think we have to put more emphasis on that, and we have to encourage our leaders. Because one of the things that we look at is, if you look at the budget, under Ministry of Gender, you have just a little amount placed there for gender-based violence. I think we have to encourage our lawmakers, say they have the power to appropriate, so that more money is placed in the budget for Ministry of Gender, so that more awareness can be done to educate our people to deal with the issue of gender-based violence in society. One thing we are very proud of is, one thing is one of the conferences that we see what impact in our society. And then you don't have to be in government before you can impact society. But you see the tremendous progress in our country. They want to see a very big thing to consolidation. If you have a hundred of consolidation of society, a lot of young people, really young people who want to be part of the activity, who want to take initiative to provide awareness as to how we can develop our country. But they don't have a mentor, they don't have people to mentor them. So consolidation, one of the places that we started the young artists, we want to encourage them to do more, and some of your colleagues to encourage them also to be part of the young people to support young people in these kind of activities. So we are very proud of you. On behalf of my family and I, Otis, we would like to purchase for the group. Thank you so much.
This is an invitation. I said that all parts of the another thing that when they say because it impacted in the token from which somebody in the government, so then Jesus used that now in the city. They were practicing as to the Mama activity. So I thought, to all costs, I will be there. But then I actually, when I saw the book title, I was like, this book, I'm not yet ready. But if you look at some things that for me that I will do that, how I was like, because you are not okay. You got to look out, do right now, then God, and God. Then also, observe most of the facts, and then leave parents for taking their children to school. I have to wait. It's not right, I gotta wait. I often see. Because if you give a child now, the child will be decision. That child, your child will be a horse with try some short hair, go to tree there, and then you know how to keep up with your traditional right. And like people right now are from the Western world, who are riding and allow the child to do. So they say that I feel that is lower but anyway, and the people also well. I will not have to do that.
Yeah, so what I want to do, a group picture in little bit is getting dark. You wait longer. Oh, great. Yeah. I want to take a good look at the type of shoes you wear.
I'm Christian Alex Kemler. I'm one of the students. Teach for mentor from high school. He coached me when I was playing quizzing from junior high to senior level. A few months back, this coach told me about his book, and we had to tackle his fancy a lot. So I went back to my department, the biological science department in Florida, I started to discuss that with my president, and I told him that, Mr. President, this book will impact a lot among the young people here within the student community. And then he told me that at the time of the publication of the book, he had informed me. But unfortunately today, 2 days ago, he left to the workplace program. So he sent me as a representative today. So speaking as a representative of the Board of University, I want to present the member of teacher. And then at the time, my department was going to purchase 5 pieces of this book. So
You gotta appreciate the gift of the organization corporation.